What's up, guys? Today we are going to go over a guide on how to effectively drone and call out better. This is for newer players that are newer to the game and still struggle with learning some of the maps. So I'm going to break down how you should be using your drones throughout the round. So let's say we're on bank, they're downstairs. Let's just say they're downstairs for now, and I'm outside here. So I'm going to drone. So normally I'm going to leave one drone to watch my flank like so. As I move around, it'll just be like an Overwatch kind of situation. So I'm gonna leave my drone, let's say like here, or I can leave it like, let's say like down here, so I can watch the blue archives, leave it like there, watch that blue walkout or archives, and then I'll drive forward, turning around. And as I drone, I'm going to call out exactly how I would drone to my team, because a lot of this time, a lot of people will drone for themselves, but they're not going to drone for their team, and no one's going to know what's going on. So when you drone, make sure you're calling out exactly what you see. And if you do struggle with calls in the middle above your compass, it'll tell you exactly what you're staring at. All right, square is clear. Running janitor closet clear. Running down the hall. Checking stock. Stock is clear. Running over, I'm gonna check CEO. CEO is clear. Make sure to check the corner just in case someone might be hiding. Executive clear. Checking upper lobby, aka Trump. Front desk, all clear. So second floor is completely clear. And then occasionally when you're droning, swap back to your other camera just to make sure that you're good on that end. And then we have control of the second floor. If you're trying to drone a teammate in, what you're going to want to do, we're going to have examples of this later, is let's say I'm droning a teammate. I'm going to tell them exactly what I'm droning so they can gauge like what I see and what they should do. I'm not going to tell them where to play, but I'm going to be very vocal on what I can see for them. Like, okay, I'm droning down marble. Okay, no one close marble. No one E2. Checking open. Okay, close, open, clear. Admin closet clear. I don't hear anything open. Open window clear. All right, kitchen clear. And you push on like that and so on. And with 5 teammates, well, 4 teammates, including yourself, it should be pretty easy to clear out a room. And if you do happen to see one, we're going to go into examples of that on how to actually deal with that. So there's gonna be a lot of guides on YouTube on how to learn calls. They're gonna over flood you with just a lot of stuff. One thing that I'm going to show you guys is just look at your compass every now and then, and you can really kind of gauge on, you know, where that is. So I'm in the staff room, aka the kitchen. But one thing you can do is, like, let's say you don't know the room of that door. What you can do is you just ping it. One blue staircase door. Just call it out like that. So look at the ping at the bottom next to the compass. Wherever you ping, it will have its own separate call out. See, it is extremely easy to learn calls just based on this, like using your compass on where you are. I'm in the second floor hallway. This would be E3. So my drone's at first floor square, joining down blue staircase. Let's say I see one in server. I see one server. He's behind the server rack in the server room. Oh, there's one on the hallway door of sight of A bomb. If you don't know the room of the bomb, like this is CCTV, you can just call the bomb like A bomb, B bomb, etc. Like, oh, there's one in the E1. So E1 is the first floor, E2 is the second floor, and E3 is the top floor. Pretty simple stuff. Now we're gonna go through some gameplay and talk about how I drone my team around in a champion level match. Okay, now we're going through some gameplay on how I drone my team in. Shouldn't have done anything, honestly. I leave my drone outside where I plan on entering because there might be a soloist. I don't want my drone to get shot because I'm going to be droning my team around. If you're an entry, you can leave your drone in like cutoffs and like flanks. But as a support player, you want to be able to actively drone. So I want both drones good to go. So my teammate on the CC balcony. I'm drone cash in a sec. Telling them exactly what I'm doing with the drones. Turn to cash. So here, I'm going to turn this up so you guys can really hear what I'm saying here. Cash clear. B2 clear. Office clear. Vault clear.
Can you call?
And you don't want to drone too much because a lot of people, when they drone, they're going to drone way too far out that your team can't even act on it. If your team can't act off the calls that you're giving out with your drone, it's basically worthless. So I'm going to be making sure every time you're going to see me kind of glance back at where my team's at, just to really make sure that they are following up these cams. Checking in Nishi. One in control still, in control, running to Nishi, running to a Nishi, in a Nishi, in a Nishi. Behind a Nishi. Nishi pillar, behind a Nishi.
I'm with you.
Got my cam. And always make sure if your cam is shot when you give out calls like that, that you are vocal about when your camera is shot, so people know they don't have active eyes, because people might think that you still have active eyes. So we take out that warden, and now I drone again.
I wouldn't bet on
Because I want to go for full clear, because I want to open up yellow. 40. Funk clear. Break clear. Making sure I count how much time I have. See if I can actually drone all this. JK clear.
I'm just gonna check site. One's laying furnace.
Cafe clear. Drone all of second floor, so now we're good to go. Turn down yellow. Blockers clear. I'm going for yellow wall. I'm leaving the camera at B1, so just watch this one because I'm not spending the time running everything. So there, I tell my dead teammates, we have dead teammates, to watch my camera for that, so they can see that B1 walk from drug as well as a split walk up. So I don't need to drone the rest because I know that I have teammates that will be. I told them what to do, and they are going to be able to just watch that and like give us calls off that. Then I rotate down. I open up the yellow wall. Teammate dies at dragon door. Making sure B1 cam is still up before I do anything. Check the corners, make it from vert this time. Do you check the corners? Telling him to check the vertical.
Bandit was fireplace.
So they can't be on a left or a right. I see one. We take it out.
Okay, if I'm gonna rotate to you, we can just plant.
You have time to drone bandit. Just drone bandit.
I mean,
Yeah, hold on. Cover me.
I'm droning. No, I have a drone.
Okay.
Close on the double. Close on the double.
So make sure that you don't double drone, because if you're double drone, if someone gets pushed and you're both on drones, then you're probably, at least one of you or both of you are going to die. So make sure that you are vocal about who is droning there. We're gonna call that he's at Z, which is by the bomb. So he's going to be either by the dragon door, behind the bomb, or going to split at this point. I don't know which, but I'm gonna go in and plant. I'm in position to plant. My teammate's covering. Yep. Good to go. Nothing too crazy there. Just really simple, straightforward journey. I killed one person that round, but I did a lot of the heavy lifting for the attack push, droning everything, making sure it's clear, not droning out too far. Because a lot of times we go for like a Nishi or a cash room like push, like we just did. Sometimes people will go like drug or like barrels, and they'll start droning from there. But it's like, you need to drone where the entries are entering from. Because if you're just droning from wherever you are, I mean, are you entering there? Because it's very hard in Siege to drone and then push. Because no matter what you do with that drone, you can't drone and push. There's going to be a period of time that the person can move. So your intel is already going to be cold. When you're droning somebody in or droning at all, you want to be droning around where people have their gun up, because they're going to be able to react instantly to those calls. We are droning again. This time I believe that they are daycare. Still B2. Top dragon is clear.
Okay, someone needs to follow up on that B2 cam.
Okay. I'm droning B2 guy in. He's still B2, guys. He's still B2.
Walking waiting on him.
Still B2. Still B2. Running office. Vault.
Okay, one.
Near vault. There. So one of my teammates kills him, and then he goes down. Heard. Yep. Waiting double. Running to cafe. Into a cup on one of my teammates. And he goes down. We take out all the roamers just like that, with active intel and droning based on what I was doing. So yeah, I never even had to walk around with my gun up, but I did a lot of the heavy lifting for that round, just off that.
Half of Lion.
People underestimate the power of calls.
You don't have EMPs?
Millies, I have a split. Oh, sorry, Zonky, I have a split cam.
I was just oh. I like.
I know. I'm just, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Making sure that he acknowledges that I'm leaving him a split cam. Make sure he acknowledges that he is watching that camera. Don't just say, hey, watch a split cam, and then pretend that he's probably watching it, because you never know if he is or not. Make sure that he responds. When you ask like a teammate to watch a camera for you, make sure that they respond.
I'll make it vert.
We're gonna call that one's a yellow.
Split, walking long.
We're gonna call that he's going split, going long.
Bottom yellow.
Bottom yellow.
Walking up yellow. Walking up yellow, way bathroom.
Located a bomb. Op 4 last
the yellow
operator
guy?
standing.
Everyone wins the game. Calls in Siege are probably the most important thing to do for all attackers in this game, because attacking is hard. It's so hard to find decent, like, how do I want to word this? It's very easy to defend because all you have to do is watch a door and the attackers are going to show up. You can hide anywhere you want because the attackers have to push in. If you can gather intel accurately, you are going to be an amazing player in Siege, because a lot of times people are just hiding in the corner, and if you can get that intel to your team or yourself, being able to get the jump on these guys, attackers have better guns overall. Chances are, if you know where that guy is at and it turns into a 1v1, chances are an attacker is probably going to win. If you can lock them down with intel, you are going to win. A lot of the best players in the game are usually just running around like goddamn maniacs with the TDM rank 2.0 meta. So being able to lock them down with good intel is basically key to winning games. If you ever watch Pro League, there's gonna be a lot of intel gathering, a lot more than you guys will see in an actual match. Everyone relies on intel. You can walk around only so much, but when you're playing against, let's say, an equal skilled player, if I'm attacking against an equal skilled player as myself, I am going to die a lot on the attack if I'm attacking without intel. If I'm droning, most of the time, I'm probably going to win the firefight. That's why personally I like attacking, especially when I'm with a stack of people that are listening to my calls and reacting to my calls. If you guys are interested in more guides on like just the ways of droning, make sure to let me know. I was asked to make this video, so I appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and leave a like down below for more. And let me know if you want me to go through all the maps in the game and make a call out guide. I could do that. I gave you guys a couple tips on how to learn the calls on any map in any situation, just extremely quickly while you play, because that is the best way to learn calls, is just experience the game and learn the calls as you go. And just, if you have to say the calls out to yourself, especially like when you're journeying around, you'll learn the calls that way. So, all right guys, peace out. Until next time, I'm SenVale. Later.